Is it too late to change my parenting? My son is 8 years old and I'm stuck in this cycle of yelling at him, and I want him to come to me without feeling scared. I don't know if the damage is already done. I don't know if he could already change in the way that he see himself. I don't know if he will change from now on at an emotional level. That's a question that I just got asked here on a TikTok live, and I'm going to be answering here on my YouTube channel. Hello, my name is Marcela Collier. I am a certified parenting coach and founder of HIC Parenting Education Agency. My team of coaches and I have helped 14,151 parents break free from reactivity, bring peace to their parenting, and raise emotionally healthy children. So let's start with the is it too late to change my parenting? Meaning that is it worth it knowing that I parented traditionally with yelling, possible spanking? I don't know if that's the case for 8 years. Will my child have a positive impact emotionally if I change now? Let me tell you my story of what got me here. In 2012, I decided to do foster care. I didn't have my twins at the time. I'm a twin mom of 8-year-olds. I did not have my twins, but I had a big heart and I wanted to help children. So I brought to my care a beautiful 8-year-old. He came from the opposite of gentle parenting. He came from the opposite of considerate, respectful parenting. He had corporal punishment in the past. He was locked in rooms. He came from a really rough background. So, and he was 8 years old and he was neurodivergent. When he came to my house, my whole purpose and heart was to give him everything that he didn't have up until that moment. I wanted to provide an emotionally safe and loving environment to this child. But what happened? As much as I wanted, it was really, really tough for me to change the ways that my parents raised me with. I come from a Latino environment, a Latino traditional household. The chancla, the flip flop was thrown at me, corporal punishment, not so much taking into consideration my feelings, my thoughts, my voice, sending me to my room, all those things I lived. So I did not have a model of what it meant to be a good parent. I do believe I had good parents, but when it came to discipline, man, oh man, that's what I lived. So those were the tools that I had. So what happened? I went on a hunt for better tools. I joined Facebook groups at the time, the Facebook groups were kind of new, but they were out there. I joined classes at the library, bought some books, and I started getting so many great tools. But what happened? These tools felt like they were a hit or miss with my son and with me. Why? Because if I felt calm, if he felt calm, they worked. But if we were both upset and overstimulated and all, it was so tough. And I went back to my old ways. I did not do corporal punishment, but I did yell at him from time to time. And I sent him to his room for a timeout and stay there until you calm down. Otherwise, don't come out of your bedroom. And now I feel so guilty that this weekend, he's 19 right now, and this weekend he came to eat dinner with us, and I asked him for forgiveness, and he forgave me. And anyway, but let me not go there, because the change did not happen this weekend. I knew that the change needed to start with me. So I put aside the trying to keep looking for more tools to control his behavior and started looking for help to help me with my reactions, with me first, so I could connect with him at a deeper level. That's when I found the world of parenting coaching. And through parenting coaching, I started healing parts of me that were very reactive, and I started showing up differently to him. I remember one day, he was already 9 years old. He came to me and then he said, "When are you going to yell?" And then I said, "Son, I know I did that in the past." I asked him for forgiveness then as well. And it wasn't the best. I wanted to give you a safe, connected, loving home, and I fell short. Would you forgive me? And then he was just looking at me. And then I said, "From now on, that's not the way that I communicate with you anymore. I haven't yelled at you in 2 months, and I'm not planning on yelling at you again, because that's not the kind of relationship that I want to build with you." This guy, this little boy, went from the "fine, I'm not listening to you" to crying, hugging, and the life after that was a lot easier. His guard was down because he knew that my guard was down. He was vulnerable because he knew I was vulnerable with him. Things were not perfect, but when things started to fall apart, or when new behaviors arose, we always found a way to solve our conflict peacefully, because that was the tone that I set up for our house. Well, he was with us until he left home, until he became an adult. And I have to say that we healed our relationship. And not just that, he healed parts of him that were wounded from the way he was raised before he came to my care. So if you think, is it too late? Is it really too late to get it straight with our kids? Never too late. Is the damage already done? Well, you're going to have to heal some things and do some things. But because you guys are alive and your children are alive, there is always room for healing and reparation. So it might take extra effort from your end, an extra effort to connect back with your child, but it's not impossible. So that kind of healing was what told me, "Marcela, I know that you can help parents." I went back to school. I got my parenting coaching certification, and then I started helping parents. HIC, I moved my microphone. HIC Parenting went from this one woman show to becoming a big agency with multiple coaches that has served 14,151 clients, repair their relationship with themselves so they can repair their relationship with their children, bring peace to their parenting, and raise emotionally healthy children. And we've done it with parents of older kids. We've done it with parents of little toddlers who want to do things right from the get-go. We've done it with adopted families. We've done it with neurodivergent families. We've done it with military families. We've done it with divorced families, single parents, grandparents raising grandkids, you name it. You can break your cycle. You just need to take the first step and the bold move and be vulnerable enough to humble yourself in front of your kids and say, "I'm sorry, I messed up. And I know that was the way that we were relating to one another, but now I'm changing my ways, and this is how I want to relate to one another in this house." When we have disagreements, when we don't agree, this is how we're going to solve our conflicts. With talking, with a conversation, with talking, with collaborative effort, not with me imposing my will onto you. If you are bold enough to reset the tone and the environment in your home, you can raise an emotionally healthy 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 12-year-old. but you have to start now, because the more you wait, the more you're going to have to repair and undo. I have a resource that could help you a ton. It's a free class where I teach you the system that has taken all these clients from frustration to peace in their parenting and raising emotionally healthy children. So you can start making changes today. If you want to access this class, go to hicparenting.com. I'm going to leave a link in the description below, or you can go directly to my website, hicparenting.com. If you're watching me from TikTok, hicparenting.com is in the link in my bio, so you can go here and it's there. Or I'm going to leave a card here on top if you're watching from YouTube, and you can access the class today and start changing your parenting and the rest of the years that your children are going to be with you at home. I want to tell you something. You are a good parent, and I'm so glad that you are at this point of your parenting of saying, hey, enough is enough. I want a healthy relationship with my children. If this video helped you, I have an invitation for you. Share it with one friend. Share it with one. Don't share it with two. Share it with one friend that knows that you know could benefit from hearing this message. Give me a thumbs up, and I want you to remember that it only takes understanding of yourself and of your children's needs to transform your parenting. That's parenting with understanding. I'll see you next time. Ciao.